back to the sewing room. I'm Amy of Almond Rock, and today we're diving headfirst into Christmas sewing chaos because I made myself a tartan dress. That winter staple fabric that loves to fray and has high potential for disastrous pattern matching. But we'll talk about how to plan out a checked print dress and all the places that you can pattern match the print. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and if you like what you see, I'd absolutely love to get to 7,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button and help me edge a little closer to that milestone. As a child of the 80s, I had several tartan dresses. I think there's a picture of me in front of the Christmas tree in one too. Then in the 90s, I had more tartan dresses, and I especially remember one with a matching scrunchie that I wore for a school picture. Flash forward, and I never actually owned one in my adult life, but I had a chance to fix that when Amanda from Patterns and Plains got in touch. She sent me 3 meters of the softest brushed cotton tartan to try. And yes, I'm sure most people would make pajamas, but my mind was already racing with dress ideas. The Hudson brushed cotton woven fabric comes in 2 colours, and this is Scarlet Tide. Hudson is a yarn dyed woven check made from 100% cotton. It's fairly lightweight but still opaque. You can either use the face with its cozy, distinctive brushed surface, or for a smoother look, use the reverse. Scarlet Tide is a wonderful bright red with pops of green, blue, yellow, black. My inspiration was actually a double gauze dress. This is Aspiga's Harper checked double cloth organic cotton dress, and it's in a navy and green check reminiscent of Black Watch tartan, associated with the Black Watch Regiment, the Royal Regiment of Scotland. Anyway, the Harper dress features a button front, a small stand collar, long sleeves, and a long skirt. And I've been itching to try out Simplicity 8384 and thought this could be a fun project. When approaching checked fabric, you have to look at the pattern repeat. For this design, it's length of 10.2 centimeters and a width of 8.6 centimeters. You're best off buying at least 1.5 times more fabric than you would normally get for your project to help with the pattern matching. But for close repeats, like maybe a 1 centimeter space stripe, you could maybe get away with a little less. Then you've got to weigh up your design decisions. For example, would I be happy with a straight gathered skirt that could be easily pattern matched at the side seams, or do I want something flared? Cutting a basic flared skirt out of a check or a stripe will make the print pitch off at the side seams in a curve when worn, but using a panelled skirt can counteract this, but that creates chevrons at the seams. Same for the bodice. How many darts do you want, and where will they fall in the print? Is any piece cut out on the bias? Maybe I should cut some out on the bias for fun. And with print placement, you have to decide what will be the prominent line or stripe of the check and where you position that on your body. This is usually the darkest stripe or the center of a symmetrical design. My check is symmetrical, with a white stripe in the center and mirrored black stripes on either side. I chose to run the main stripe, the white one, down the center of my body when I cut out, knowing that wouldn't be visible on the bodice thanks to the placket, but you can see it here on the skirt. This meant symmetrical lines on either side of my body. They're almost like princess seams, and then they absorb into the waist darts and the panel seams on the skirt. It's the same on the back actually. Hopefully you can see that. There are no darts, no zip or anything on the back. Matching the horizontal stripes was a top priority. Bodice seams are nice and straightforward, especially when there's no side seam dart in the way. You match the underarm point of the front and the back bodice. At the bust, you can match across a straight waist dart pretty well. You could consider rotating it to make it a little straighter. Sleeve seams are easy again, match the 2 underarm points on the same stripe and everything will line up nicely. For bonus points, place the sleeve on the same stripe as the bodice and you'll get a match around the entire body. The flared skirt is much trickier if you're not working with a true circle skirt or quarter or half circle skirt, but any panelled skirt can still work. Mark the stripes on your tissue paper to help line up each piece. This is the most fabric hungry part. You're essentially matching 6 seams. Pay attention to where the stripes fall above and below the waist seam as you're pinning. Ideally sneak a bit of red in between because you don't want 2 thick stripes clashing together around your midsection, drawing attention for the wrong reasons. It's also nice if you can match some vertical stripes down the body. Not everything can match because of the curved panels, but a few stripes matching will help draw the eye downwards. This dress has an elasticated back and no zipper, which is helpful because pattern matching tartan across a zipper is such a tough job. It can be done, and of course, basting glue makes things a lot easier. So like I say, my dress has an elasticated back, just like the pattern directions, and then I added elasticated sleeve hems for a tapered finish. I swapped the sleeves out from Simplicity 8014, which I made recently, and left off the cuff and the sleeve vent. I like my bias cut placket and stand collar. The facings are cut from the straight grain, and I actually interface the outer pieces for stability instead of the facings. It's incredibly soft and warm. It frayed a lot during construction, but my overlocker took care of that. And I'll be definitely wearing it to one of my festive events and well into the chilly new year when the snow comes. I really wish I'd actually used the handkerchief hem design from the pattern, as I think in hindsight that would have looked brilliant. Instead, I levelled off the hem around the view B length mark. So that's my tartan dress, complete with fully matched checks, bias cut plackets, and only a medium amount of fraying induced panic. Honestly, I'm so happy with how it turned out, and if you're thinking about sewing with tartan this season, I hope this gave you the confidence to go for it. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, then please give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm inching my way closer to 7,000 and every single one of you makes such a huge difference. I'll be back again soon with another Vlogmas video. Have a wonderful festive season and happy sewing, and I'll see you again in the next one.